Tenzing Norgay, man of Everest. Is it possible for anyone to survive on top of Mount Everest? Because the mountain is over 29,000 feet high, people weren't sure that a human being would have enough oxygen to breathe at that altitude. No one really knew the answer to that question until Tenzing Norgay and Sir Edmund Hillary, a New Zealand climber, reached the summit in 1953. Tenzing Norgay grew up in the valley near Mount Everest, which is located on the border between Nepal and Tibet in Asia. He was born a Sherpa, a Tibetan tribe that lives in the Himalayas and is well known for providing support for mountain climbing expeditions. Sherpas carry supplies and serve as guides. Norgay was originally named Namgyal Wangdi, but his name was changed when his family took him to visit a Buddhist monastery, and a monk said his name should be changed to Tenzing Norgay, which means wealthy, fortunate follower of religion. Norgay always had a fascination with Mount Everest, and by the time he was 39, he had been part of 6 expeditions that tried but never ascended to the peak of the world's highest mountain. In the spring of 1953, he joined a new expedition funded by the British. The climbers spent many weeks on the mountain getting used to the altitude. They would stay at one camp for a week or two, moved higher, stay there, then climb to even a higher elevation. When they reached the last camp, at over 25,000 feet above sea level, they camped for the final time. After a severe snowstorm, Norgay and Hillary set off for the summit, stopping now and then to clear ice from the breathing tubes on the oxygen tanks they carried. After overcoming freezing temperatures and fierce winds, they at last reached the summit, where Hillary took photos of Norgay. When questioned later about why Norgay didn't take photos of him, he explained that Tenzing did not know how to operate the camera and the conditions were too severe for a lesson. The news of Norgay and Hillary's success made them enormously famous. Although he never learned to write, Norgay could speak several languages and later worked with a writer on a book about his life called Man of Everest. Tenzing Norgay died in 1986.